Yo, let's talk about feelings, man. It's tough being a dude sometimes. Society tells us to be strong, stoic, like a rock. We're supposed to be the providers, the protectors. Showing vulnerability, that's not in the playbook. From a young age, boys are often told, boys don't cry. We're encouraged to toughen up, shake it off. These messages stick with us, shaping how we deal with emotions as adults. We bottle things up because that's what we've been taught. But here's the thing. We have feelings too. Sadness, anxiety, fear, they don't discriminate. Ignoring them doesn't make them go away. In fact, it often makes things worse. We need to change this narrative. Men deserve a safe space to express themselves without judgment. It's time to redefine masculinity and embrace vulnerability. So, how do we avoid dealing with emotions? Oh, we've got tactics, my friend. Think of it as the great escape from feeling our feelings. First up, we've got the classic distractions. Workaholics, anyone? Burying ourselves in work helps us avoid those pesky emotions. Then there's the world of sports, video games, and endless TV shows. Anything to keep our minds occupied. Some of us turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms. Anger becomes our go-to emotion. We might lash out or become irritable, pushing others away. Others find solace in substances like alcohol or drugs, numbing the pain temporarily. Humor, gotta love it, right? But sometimes it's a defense mechanism. We deflect serious conversations with a joke, avoiding vulnerability at all costs. These escapes might seem harmless, but they prevent us from confronting what's really going on inside. Imagine a pressure cooker, my friends. You keep adding steam, but you never let it out. What happens? Boom! That's what bottling up emotions can do to our mental health. All that unprocessed emotion has to go somewhere. It can manifest as anger, irritability, even aggression. Our mental health takes a hit. We might experience anxiety, depression, or even have suicidal thoughts. Physical health isn't immune either. Stress, a close companion of suppressed emotions, can wreak havoc on our bodies. Headaches, digestive issues, insomnia, the list goes on. We can't ignore the link between emotional well-being and overall health. It's time to acknowledge that taking care of our mental health is just as important as taking care of our physical health. Section 4. Walls up, hearts closed. Impact on relationships. Now, let's talk about relationships. Whether it's with our partners, families, or friends, not dealing with our emotions can create a rift. It's like building walls around our hearts. When we don't communicate our feelings, our loved ones are left guessing. They might feel shut out, unimportant, or even blamed for our emotional state. Resentment builds on both sides. Intimacy suffers too. Emotional intimacy requires vulnerability, openness, and trust. When we're not willing to share our inner world, it's hard to build those deep connections. Relationships thrive on communication. By learning to express our emotions effectively, we can strengthen our bonds and build more fulfilling relationships. Section 5. Real strength. Finding your voice. Listen up, gents. Expressing your emotions isn't weak. It's courageous. It takes real strength to be vulnerable, to let others see your authentic self. And trust me, the rewards are worth it. Start small. Talk to someone you trust, a friend, family member, therapist. Share what's on your mind, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. Practice makes perfect. The more you express your emotions, the easier it becomes. Pay attention to your body's cues. What physical sensations are you experiencing? Connect those sensations to your emotions. Seek support groups or join online forums where men can connect and share their experiences. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are others who understand and can offer support. Let's redefine masculinity together. Let's create a world where men feel empowered to express their emotions authentically and build deeper connections with themselves and others. Real strength comes from vulnerability. So let's start talking.